Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. So I've thought about it. If I ever had to choose a Macintosh system, what would be the best value system out there? And I just thought, I've actually heard this a couple of times previously, and that's the old Macintosh MCD 201 CD player, and then the MA 6900 amplifier. The 6900 is one of those transistor amps that Macintosh made that had a pretty tubey type of sound. So it's kind of interesting because it fits really well with the old 201 CD player. I think that when Macintosh made this CD player 201, that is when they started to go into a much better sound with their CD sound in general. And I also feel that that's the same case with the amplifier. It really gives you a lot of value when you look at these two products on the used market. So I think they started making MA 6900 around year 2000 and the CD player around 2005. And they look neat. They have a very cool look. You can't really see it on this picture that I've chosen. And if you're one of those people who want a really good start to hi-fi, and you want it a bit tubey, you want it a bit transistor-like, you don't want too much detail, you don't want too much of this and that, you don't want to listen too deeply on what's going on, but you kind of want a really good start on hi-fi. I would suggest going with this. And then maybe, let me just see. I would suggest then taking a Fenderstein 1CI used for about, what could that be? That would probably be around 500 to 1,000 bucks. Or maybe even better, a 2CE that they made. Which you could also, if you're really lucky, you can get that for about 1,000 bucks used. But you could also like, now that's a really good sound that goes really well with this. You could also do something different. You could say, yeah, JBL L100 Classic, the new model. And that's probably around 4,000 bucks. New, and maybe 2,500 used if you're lucky. That would of course be a lot better, and it would make the sound more lively, and you would be able to play that in a room where the walls aren't so close. Because if you have Fenderstein, you have to have basically the speaker very close to the back and the side walls. But just look at that price-wise. Macintosh MA 6900, MCD 201 CD player, and a Fenderstein 1CI used. Look at the value. Sorry. 4,000 bucks, and then you have an entire system that gives you this really, really, really good start to hi-fi at the lower end, where you get to taste the Macintosh CD sound and the amplifier sound and the Fenderstein sound. And if you had a room that was, I would say, 20 square meters, that would be perfect for this type of sound. You could, in theory, get away like I did with having a 15 square meter room back when I had this system. I didn't have the MCD 201, but I heard it on another system with the MA6900. Just like if you have a small library, or it could be a dining area or even a kitchen, or something like that. That's a very, very good start to proper hi-fi sound at the low end. And notice this, you get to have a headphone jack here. That's actually pretty good. I mean, it's really good at this level. And you also have one on the amp. It's just, if I didn't have a lot of money and I had to start with hi-fi and get something like solid, I would probably go for this, because if you're really into looks and that retro feel and getting that, that old original sound from Mcintosh, not the newer, more clean and involved sound, but if you want that, that old Mcintosh sound from the 80s, 60s, or 70s, to taste that original Mcintosh sound, I would suggest going for this. This could be actually very, very, very interesting indeed. And just know this thing here and this thing here will sound very good if you put some 08 what's it called, 08 079 or 037 power plugs on with a summer cable Quadra Blue, or Audio ISIS power cable. If you have both of those on and make them 2 meters, that would really make it a really tough system to beat for the price. I would say that this entire system that I've described here, you could set it up in a way where it would beat a lot of the newer systems out on the hi-fi shows that cost 10, 20, 30, maybe up to $50,000 if you set this up properly. You could get that level of sound if you used a lot of time on it. And yeah, in a way, I kind of miss Mcintosh, mostly because the appearance, the aesthetics, this glass area here, the feel of the buttons, connecting it, using a headphone on it, being able to use a headphone on it. They had some pretty decent headphone jacks on their gear, and you could listen to, listening to stuff like, for example, Sennheiser and the HD800 series, that was pretty darn good. And I was surprised back then when I listened to it in the start. I was surprised how natural it was, and how balanced it was. It wasn't audio notes or the best headphones in the world gear, but that was some of the best sound I heard in the start of my hi-fi journey. And that really, this system here kind of really propelled me to get interested in hi-fi and really discover, okay, what else is out there? Can it get better than this system? But back in the day when I was when I was looking at gear like this, this CD player and this amplifier, I think together that would have cost like probably around 15 to 20,000 bucks, US dollars in my country. and then I had to use I think about $1,500 on the HD 800 from Sennheiser, and just think about that, around 20,000 US dollars for that, and now you can get it for only like $4,000, and I mean, it still sounds pretty darn good. Um, so yeah, if I had to do Macintosh all over again and get a really good value system, and then something that, you know, is girlfriend approved or wife approved, and kind of lasts for many years, because Macintosh is known for looking good, keeping its value, and just having a pretty decent entry hi-fi sound that will please a lot of people, especially in this price category. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys. Have a nice day, and remember to leave a comment if you can, and like. Have a nice day. Bye.